In this tutorial, we'll be creating another shader using the Shadergraph package. In this example, we're going to create an edge glow around our object. So again, to get started, we right-click in Project, click Create, Shader, and PBR Graph. We'll name this Edge Glow. Double-click the shader to open our graph. With this effect, we're going to be feeding information into our albedo channel and the emission channel for the glow around the edge. To begin with, we're going to press space on the background and search dot product. And into these two parameters, we're going to feed the normal vector node and the view direction node. Now we won't see any changes just yet, as we need to feed this through a few more nodes before we can see the impact of our effect. We're going to feed the out into the 1 minus node, and this we're going to then feed into the smooth step, and we're going to feed this into the in parameter. Our first property we're going to make is a vector 1, which we will call glow power. We'll make this 1, drag this into our graph, and we're going to plug this into the 1 minus node. Once we have that, we'll plug this into our edge 1 of the smooth step. We also need a color, and this will be our glow color. So this will change the color of the edge of our object. We're going to make this a bright blue, drag this into the scene, and we're going to add this to a multiply node into the B slot. The A will be the out of our smooth step, and we'll move these over. And finally, we'll plug this into the emission. Last but not least, we change our normal vector to object, and we'll change the color of our albedo to a much darker color. You can now see the subtle edge glow that we've applied to this object. And if we want to change the power, we can simply change the property we created. If we increase the value, you see it starts to take up much more of the shape. The last property we'll make is another color, which will be our object color. We're going to drag this into our graph, and this will feed straight into our albedo. If we now save our asset and close the graph, again, we're going to right-click our shader, create material, and we'll call this edge glow. If I drag and drop this onto the object, you can see how it's affecting our scene. And if I increase the value, we have a stronger glow. I can change the color of it to anything I need. And I can also change the color of our object if we want to have that affect our scene as well.